cabin is lovely. There's a lot of nice scenery, good walks, nature. And there's also a lot of kind of fishing boats, and there's the marina that brings in a lot of tourism as well. Obviously, living here all my life, I think for younger people there's not much to do, apart from... No, I can't say that.
Kelly is a student technician. She's training with Tim, who moved here from Germany in 2021.
I really love Oban. The nature is very beautiful. You can visit all the islands. It's just an amazing place. I think it was a really good decision to come up here. Red coal. Stung by bee, breathing issues. Okay. It's not too far away.
Today, the crew are responding to a call from a woman in a life-threatening condition. She's gone into anaphylactic shock after being stung by a bee.
Anaphylactic shock is like an overreaction to this bee sting. The blood pressure drops, the heart rate rises, and the person will, if not treated, unfortunately die on the consequences of the shock. Okay, 250 meters. So I guess it's a house there. Oh, hello! Coming!
Oh, 'cause look.
Yeah. That was a good scream. Luckily, you had the window open.
Please fasten your seatbelt.
Hold on to your hats.
So that.
Please fasten your seatbelt.
I would just park here.
We're just going to grab some stuff and then we'll come in. We'll just be a wee second, okay? Don't worry.
You get the oxygen. She got stung by a bee.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Half an hour ago, I think.
Half an hour ago. Okay.
Just keep big breaths. In and out. In and out.
She was really lucky that her husband came home because when it happened, she was on her own. She was lucky we were quite quick with her and could start the treatment because she was already quite seriously ill.
The 1 in 1,000?
In
Yes.
and out.
Okay. My colleague makes some adrenaline for you. I will give you some oxygen, okay?
Yep.
You just follow the instruction of your husband.
Yep. Pop that on.
When I approached, I did my first assessment on the patient, and she didn't have a radial pulse already, and she was really pale.
Right.
I put that on.
I'll just hold it.
Can you just lean forward your head for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Right. Filling
Her partner was in mountain rescue, which came in quite handy to keep her calm in the situation.
He was really professional, know what to do.
Just lie against me. Right, still keep your big breaths going.
Anaphylaxis is a time-critical emergency. The first most important was to give her oxygen because she had a swelling in her face and around her tongue, so getting sure she get enough oxygen.
How much, Tim?
Half a milliliter, please.
Big breaths. All the way out as well as in.
Is that out your water or does she lose some urine?
Yeah, she was too hot, so
Okay.
we splashed it.
And then the next step is just adrenaline. The only effective medication for anaphylaxis, really.
In and all the way out.
The adrenaline should quickly reduce Fiona's swelling and open her airways. She needs it urgently.
All right. Good, good, good.
Scratch.
Yeah.
No blood.
Going. And out. All the way out. All the way out.
See how we go on.
Is it any better now? Any
Takes
different?
1-2 minutes to work.
Keep going. Go on, you got to work.
To see if the adrenaline does any effect, just look if the heart rate comes a bit down. Respiratory rate should come down as well.
Tim is monitoring Fiona's reaction to the adrenaline.
Right, out. In.
If it works, her blood pressure should return to normal and the swelling in her face should go down.
That's it. Keep breathing. In. Out. In. And all the way out. And in.
But the adrenaline appears to have had little effect.
In. And all the way out.
Ambulance services, patient breathing. Perfect, thank you. Okay, so tell me exactly what's happened. Tell me exactly what's happened. Oh, okay, and you said that he was bariatric, sorry. Do you know his weight, please? That's fine.
Roxanne is taking a call about a patient who has been found unresponsive in bed. He's described as bariatric, meaning he may need extra help to be moved.
When somebody weighs over a certain weight, it becomes problematic because one person alone is unable to move that patient and be able to follow all of our instructions. So it can make things a bit more challenging for both us and the patient and the caller.
Okay, so help has been arranged for you, caller. Okay. This isn't delaying any help, but we do need to do this before the ambulance arrives, okay? We need to check his breathing together to make sure that it's okay. Sorry, could you just ask her to stop trying to wake him at the moment, just while we check his breathing? Okay, so watch him closely and tell me every time you see his chest rising, and I'll tell you when to stop, okay?
The breathing diagnostic is there to be used for us to determine just how well the patient is breathing. Is it effective breathing? Is it too slow for the patient? Is it too fast for the patient? All we do is we ask the caller to tell us every single time the patient takes a breath, and then the system will determine our next move. Do we need to begin CPR?
Okay, so I need you to watch his chest, okay? And just every time you see the chest rising, say now to me. It's not rising at all. Right, okay. So if there is a defibrillator available, I need someone to get it now and tell me when you have it. Okay. Now, I appreciate that you said about his weight, okay, but between you all, I'm gonna need you to get him on the floor for me. Okay.
The patient isn't breathing. To give him the best chance of survival, the caller needs to perform CPR on a hard, flat surface. But the patient's weight means moving him is a challenge.
Okay, stand at the side of the bed closest to him. You'll need to work together to do this, okay? Pull the sheet. We're trying to get him on the floor. So you've told me that his chest isn't rising, which means he's not breathing, so we need to help him now. Okay. Okay, caller, I need you to listen to me a minute, okay? You need to not worry about the fall, okay? The patient is not breathing, so we need to help him now. And in order to do that, we need to get him on the floor. I appreciate you said you can't do that, but I need you to try and lift the sheet like I've explained and slide him off the bed onto the floor.
There's no grey area with CPR, it's very black and white, and a lot of people are concerned for the patient, or what if I hurt them? The patient's not breathing, so we need to not worry about the fall, we need to get them on the floor and we need to help them to breathe.
With Roxanne's guidance, the caller is able to slide the patient onto the floor.
Okay, and is he flat on his back? Okay. All right, so listen carefully, okay? We're going to start chest compressions, and I'm going to tell you how to do them, okay? Place the heel of your hand on the breastbone in the center of the chest, right between the nipples. Okay, put your other hand on top of that hand. Pump the chest hard and fast, at least twice per second and 2 inches deep. Okay, you need to let the chest come all the way up in between pumps, and we're going to do this until help can take over. Right, count out loud so I can count with you. Okay, you listen to my count. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's brilliant. Thank you. Just keep doing what you're doing, okay? Don't stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's on its way, okay? They're coming as fast as they can. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. You're doing brilliantly, okay? I know, just you need to keep doing it until help can take over, okay? That's it. Take it in turns. I know it's difficult, okay? Just don't stop the compressions, all right? Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. They'll be with you as soon as possible, okay? They're coming as quick as they can for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that the ambulance crew there? Right, okay. I'll leave you with the crew, all right? You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye. It can be really tough. There's a lot of emotion on those calls. So it can be really tough trying to stay in control. It's not nice because I know it's not easy in that situation. I know you're panicked. I know you don't want to hurt the patient, but patient's not breathing. We need to get him on the floor and we need to help him, and we need to help him now. He listened to me. I was firm and he heard me, he did what was asked. Potentially, possibly saved his life, maybe not.
Come on, you're doing fine. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. In, out. In, all the way out.
In Oban, Tim and Kelly are treating Fiona for a severe anaphylactic reaction to a bee sting. The first shot of adrenaline hasn't had the desired effect. So the crew prepares another shot.
Adrenaline, that's the only treatment really that we can give to get the patient stabilized, to get him in hospital, to then get a long-term solution for the problem.
Right, you're going to get another wee jab. Out.
Another scratch.
Keep it going. Just in all the way, out all the way. Out.
See how your blood pressure is doing now? Lovely, 130. Has come back beautifully. How are you feeling now, my love? You feeling better? We're quite happy at the moment. You got at the moment any pain anywhere?
Not pain, no.
That's good.
Fiona's condition has improved after the second dose of adrenaline. She's finally stable enough to make the short journey to hospital in Oban for further monitoring.
What happened, my love?
She's just shivery.
Shivery.
Yeah.
That's a normal reaction, okay?
You will feel a bit peculiar. You might get hot, you might get cold, you might get dizzy,
If you just take the oxygen.
but you're in the best place, Fiona.
Okay, if you could take the oxygen.
Yep, yeah, that's all right. I knew that was coming.
Get the heating on for the moment. Making me sweat.
I'm spoiling it here. To begin with.
I guess you did sweat quite a lot, which obviously now has the opposite effect. You feel really cold. Just check your temperature again. 35.3, you're a bit cold.
Fiona and her friend Mandy had been tending to a beehive shortly before she was stung.
So were you just outside when the bee just...
Well, we've been doing the bees.
Were you doing the bees?
We were working on the bees and then
8.1.
we finished. Took off our suits and Mandy went away and then a bee got into my hair.
Did you just try to get it out, or...?
Yeah, well, I tried to I thought, yeah. Let me squash it. Hey.
Yeah, I don't have a signal. We
Okay.
just go down the road.
She's been working with bees for a long while. It was her first ever reaction. So I think it was quite a shock to the patient as well.
Everybody can develop an allergic reaction at every time. And you can eat nuts your whole life, and then at one day your body says, nah, I don't like that anymore.
For student technician Kelly, this has been her first time treating a patient suffering from anaphylaxis.
It is kind of what it says in the textbook, but everything happened a lot faster than I anticipated. So I didn't expect everything to move as quickly, and I didn't realise that you had to get the adrenaline into them as quick as you did.
So you said you have bees.
Yeah.
You need to be especially careful now.
Yeah, I have to have a,
Once in reaction.
I know, I'm a bit worried about that. I have to have an EpiPen.
Yeah. An EpiPen or less bees? Or
Well,
both?
no bees, I think.
If you wouldn't be there as quickly as you were, she would have most likely died. So yeah, I think we can say in this case you actually saved her life here.
In the UK, it's estimated around 20 people die from anaphylaxis each year. Bee or wasp stings are responsible for a quarter of those cases.
At the time when you arrive and you're doing your job and you're giving treatment, I didn't really think of the fact that you'd saved her life or anything. It's not till after it when you reflect and then what the outcome could have been and what it was is kind of when it sinks in and you think that it makes you feel a wee bit proud, or it makes you feel a bit much better about yourself sometimes.
In the borders, crewmates Gregor and Colin are mentoring a student, Maya.
I dig them up where the wind's gone.
I'll stand behind you. All right, you ready? Right. Letting the apprentice do the work.
Aye, that's it.
I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do when I left school. I knew that I wanted to help people. I didn't quite enjoy sort of being in one place all the time, so I thought, where could I go? What could I do?
Sorry, I'm moving.
Cheeky.
I've been surrounded by emergency services, with my mum being in the ambulance service and my dad's a firefighter as well, so I've just been nudged in that direction quite naturally, I think.
Certainly an important skill.
Absolutely, yes. Part of the job as
Infection
well,
control, cleaning.
You signed off that in your portfolio. Yeah, go ahead, over.
Yeah, this is Tom. Good morning to you. First job of the day. I'm the call for a 57-year-old lady that's having difficulty in breathing and chest pain.
That's fine, thank you very much for that.
Where are we going?
57-year-old female with chest pain, difficult breathing.
If that's okay, go.
It's Maya's third week out with the ambulance crew.
999 road activated.
Wait.
Getting through as an armbar call.
It's been quite heavy theory content for the first semester, and I think going out on placement has sort of put all that into perspective. I don't think there's quite a substitute for learning on the job.
Well, 57, reasonably young, eh?
Aye, pretty young for chest pain, aye.
Cardiac.
Chest pain is probably one of our most common presentations in patients that we go to. It's not always a heart attack. Often it can be angina, but if left untreated and it progresses, then it can turn into a heart attack.
So I know exactly where it is.
Can it be a bit of local knowledge? Gregor?
Aye. It's this brown block where the boy in the hive is.
Okay, okay.
Right. Morning, all right?
Oh, what now, is it?
Yeah, not half, yeah. Right to the top. And what's been happening today? Tell me how you're feeling.
Pain in my chest.
Uh-huh. What time did this all start?
I was there yesterday.
I just feel you were where? Sore yesterday. Okay. Has he been there since yesterday? And have you done anything for this? Have you taken anything?
And the guy told us to take some aspirin, which I have.
Have you taken, yeah, how many of them did you take?
4.
4, and that's just before we arrived, eh?
They often, if first people that they speak to when they dial 999 will be the call handlers, and of course they're trained to say, well, if there's any chest pain, then you should be taking an aspirin. If there is a clot somewhere, if they're having a heart attack, there'll be a clot in the heart, so that aspirin can help to stop that clotting.
Have you got any previous kind of cardiac history or anything? Yeah. Do you mind if we do a few little checks, see where we are, all right?
No, I'm just going to put these on your arms, okay? Nice.
Sorry, we're attacking you from all sides.
Yeah.
You just got to stick this over the top of your jumper.
Okay. Can I ask you a wee bit about this pain? Can you describe how it feels at the moment? Is it like, what I want to say, is it a constant pain or is it a sharp pain?
It's not sharp, it's quite
Dull?
pain,
Right. Okay.
Aye.
If you take a deep breath, is that anything change at all regarding the pain?
It's a little bit sore when I breathe in.
Okay, yeah, okay. Okay.
I'll stop that bleeding, okay?
These are all normal checks, Anne, okay? Yeah. We're just checking all angles.
The crew must determine whether Anne's chest pain is actually a serious problem with her heart.
Just turn this hand over. Now, I'm just going to get a little bit of blood for this finger here, all right? Turn the oxygen in, all right? It's 100% oxygen, so...
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
See this pain at the moment, you could give it a score out of 10.
8 or 9.
8 or 9, so that's quite high, yeah. And say when it came on yesterday, where do you kind of...
It's the same yesterday, aye.
Right, so it's pretty intense. And what about during the night? Did you get any sleep at all?
Did you get any sleep at all?
No, it's just because of the pain. Okay. A cardiac chest pain, it's normally like a constant type of pain. It can be dull, it can be like just like an ache, various intensities. So we'll have a look at this ECG, okay, and then we'll just see where we are, aye, and then we'll get you a bit of help. See this pain at the moment?
And an ECG measures the electrical activity in the heart. From that, we can tell if there are changes to the way that the heart's working, and specifically, as in this case, it would show if the patient was having a heart attack or not.
I'm kind of looking a wee bit there.
A bit of depression into an AVF.
Yeah. Straight away, it was indicating like a cardiac issue. Slightly. Okay. That one V2 maybe.
Not so much V1, but certainly V2.
Looked like ST depression, quite severe ST depression, which can be a kind of ischemic, not quite a full blockage, maybe a partial blockage to one of the arteries to the heart. Just hold that in for me a wee second.
2 minutes, mate.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah. This ECG, it's shown me a couple of concerns, okay? Potentially it could be your heart on, okay? But we'll probably go down that route to play safe, okay?
The crew send the information to the specialists at Edinburgh's Coronary Care Unit for urgent assessment.
You've had your aspirin already, okay? We might try that GTN spray out the bag, please, Maya.
Anne needs to get to hospital. If the CCU raise the alarm, the crew will divert to the Edinburgh Royal Infirmary for an emergency procedure.
So this little spray It kind of opens up your arteries a wee bit. We want to see if that pain reduces, so you let me know, all right? It kind of goes under your tongue, do you know? I'll give you 2 puffs, ready?
The GTN spray should improve the blood flow to Anne's heart.
Right, sorry about that. I don't know if it tastes too well, eh? That might take about 5-10 minutes to get in your system. But...
A fine day for a wee job at the hospital though, eh? Beautiful the day. Aye, oh aye. It's fresh at their mind.
We'll double check that number. Obviously you can't take any risks with chest pain. I'd say 99% of the time you take a chest pain into hospital.
Yeah.
I'll get you squared up. Ready? Okay.
It's always the top floor. You know, tell us that. Nobody gets chest pain on the bottom floor.
Now I'm going to put the seatbelt around you first so you can't escape.
You a bit worried, Dan? You'll be worried, eh? All right, okay. All right. No, you're okay.
We'll get you across, I think we'll get you across nice and quick, okay? So the quicker we get this looked at, the better. So we'll go with blue lights, but don't be too alarmed about that, okay?
You might hear the siren now and again.
Yeah,
that's just me trying to get past traffic, okay?
Is that okay? Right. Okay. Your oxygen levels are good. We'll
Are
like
you
that.
warm enough? We can put the heaters on if you're... No, I'm all right. No, you're all right.
There we go.
Seeing the abnormal ECG, it wasn't scary, but it was like, it was an oh, like we're going to have to do something here moment. We were all half expecting to end up in Edinburgh with her.
The crew will take Anne to the Borders General Hospital in Melrose for urgent tests.
At uni, they teach you what to do, they teach you how to do it. But being out on the road, it's completely different.
We've made it on. To think about that now.
Because it's real people, it's real life situations, it's real illnesses that you're having to help people. It just is completely different.
You're doing great. Get a bit fresh here, eh?
Aye, it's been lovely. Lovely we drive over. I hope it wasn't too bumpy in the back for you. Gregor will tell me the truth.
Comment on that later. Nah, spot on, Colin.
Is the patient okay? Is he awake? Okay, tell me exactly what's happened. He's breathing. Is he awake? It's not.
Chloe is answering a call about a young man who has been in a fight. He is slipping in and out of consciousness.
Right, just try and take a deep breath for me. Is he conscious at the moment? Is he conscious at the moment? When it is a chaotic scene, it is really important that we try and manage the scene as well and what's kind of going on. So it does make it that a lot more difficult. And you're just trying to provisionally get the right care for the patient and trying to essentially manage a scene until the crew get there. It can be really challenging. OK, so tell me exactly what has happened. The information that we'd been provided with to start with is that he was unconscious and that he was bleeding from the mouth. Nobody kind of was forthcoming on how he actually ended up unconscious and how the bleeding started. Right, so is he still unconscious? So, was that a yes, sorry? OK. Going through some more initial questions, you could hear someone shouting in the background that he'd actually been assaulted. Now, we're going to check his breathing together to make sure it's all right. So when I say the word go, I need you to watch him closely and say the word now every time his chest rises.
In the background, someone is demanding an ambulance be sent.
Right, you need to listen to me, OK? Can you just advise whoever's there that they are coming as quickly as they can, OK? They are coming as quickly as they can, but this is going to help him until the ambulance crew get there. Most assault calls, they can be very panicked and When you're getting rushed, you tend to hear people rushing you in the background, so telling you to hurry up and get the ambulance there. You just have to switch that off though. So what I tend to do is I just try and ignore everything, any kind of negativity that's going on in the background, and just focus solely on the caller, to what the caller's saying. Right, we're going to need to do it. Right, it's really important that we do this because this is going to determine whether we start chest compressions on him. So I need you to really concentrate and just, I'll tell you when to stop. Can you just say the word now every time you see him taking a breath? Are you ready? Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. So is he awake? Right, so I don't mind it. So I need to know, you need to listen to me, okay? I need to know, is he awake at the moment? Is he awake at the moment? He's talking.
Chloe is struggling to get a full account of the patient's condition. Now he's conscious and talking, there's no need for her to continue with the breathing diagnostic.
Is he responding normally? No, okay. Right, okay, is he changing colour? Red cheeks, clammy and sweaty, okay. Right, so you need to just keep him nice and awake at the moment, okay? Now, we are experiencing very high call volumes at present. We will respond as quickly as we can. Is it possible at all for him to be transported to hospital in another way?
Since the patient is breathing normally, it is safe for the caller to drive him to hospital.
So if his condition gets worse on the way to hospital, please pull over and phone us straight back on 999, okay? I'll get this cancelled down. Right, bye-bye. They were transporting him to hospital. They didn't want to wait on anyone coming, and they kind of they get a bit stressed when you're telling them to do like the breathing tool and things like that. People get a bit stressed because they think it delays the help for them, but it's not delaying any help for them at all. In actual fact, it's helping until the ambulance crews get there. So, but he's going to hospital with his mum, so.
For Chloe, this job at the ambulance control centre is hopefully leading to a career as a paramedic.
Your natural progression is people tend to do call handling and then they'll go over to dispatch. And then eventually they'll go out on the roads, maybe start off as technicians or go straight to university and apply for the paramedics. So eventually, hopefully one day, I will be out on the road as a technician, going to apply for it at some point. But I'm not putting any pressure on myself to win because I am really happy with the call handling side just now. Ambulance service, is the patient breathing?
Bumped his head on the table. Okay. What's he done? Hit his head and bumped his eyebrow.
Heather and Susan are responding to a call about a 4-year-old boy with a head injury.
Because my daughter's so young still, straight away I'd make that connection. You know, it's like I've got a daughter, that person has a child. I feel for the parent. I feel for the parent much more than I did before I became a parent myself.
Oh no, it's not. No, that's south, isn't it? That's like near the chicken room. That's on the way to Edinburgh. No, it's not. It's further down than that.
Children, when we get them as patients, can be a concern. Often the parent isn't there when the injuries happened, so it can be quite interesting trying to find out what's been going on with the patient.
Very difficult to assess.
Hello. Oh, darling.
Oh, dear me. Have a look at it.
Just have a little look. We're not going to touch.
Oh, does it hurt?
Yeah.
It's okay, it's okay. I know you're cool, baby. Don't want me to take off the towel, maybe better if you do it, Mum. We'll have a look.
Corey has hit his head an hour ago. Heather needs to see the wound in order to assess it, but Corey has other ideas.
It's just a little bit, it's just a little bit.
We actually like children that are crying. It's children that aren't crying are the problem.
You sit with Mummy, there you go. If we can hear them screaming, it means that they've got a clear airway, they're breathing really well, and we can take it from there. Did you see it happen?
Well, no, I was sitting there, but I wasn't looking at him, and I just heard him, like, scream, but then he stopped screaming, he kind of, like, zoned out, he was kind of just, like...
Dazed. Okay, did you see him, was it here he fell?
No, it was just in the living room, just
in
off
there.
the corner of the
You hit yourself on the TV unit. But that hurt.
Oh, bless.
Oh, no. Okay, how much blood have we... Is it just on the tissue here?
The tissue, there is some on the floor.
Just a little few drops. Can I have a look at it?
No.
No, is it really sore? All right.
Just a little bit.
Just so I can... I'm not going to touch it.
He doesn't like people touching his
No.
head. He's got like some sensory...
That's okay.
Come on.
I don't need to touch it. It's all right.
I know.
How
Well,
about...
let me have a look at it. No! Why not?
The mother did say sensory issues, which means that we really struggle to communicate with the child and find out what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's difficult all around. With most head injuries, we have to ask lots of questions, try to work out if they're confused or if there's any neurological deficit. But with a child, it's difficult, let alone if they're having sensory issues. Can we take that towel away?
You hold the towel.
Corey doesn't like people touching him, but head injuries can quickly lead to a number of serious conditions.
Let me get anywhere near it, is he? Would it be better if you went in there, just you two for a minute? Is it all of us being here, maybe? If we just get myself upset.
Shame.
The crew need to examine his wound to see if he needs an emergency transfer to hospital.
Just even get some Calpol in him, eh? And do you like medicine? Yum. Can you do it yourself, or do you need me to help?
No. You want Mummy to do it?
Mummy will do it then.
Susan's solution is to use a simple over-the-counter medicine for pain relief.
That's it.
Oh, good boy.
I'm gonna try have another look at it.
Right,
if he'll let me.
Yeah, right, quickly, just have a look. Just a quick look.
Oh, well done, that's it. I'm not gonna touch it, it's all right, this is just a little light. You're doing so well.
Just having a quick look.
Oh dear, I'm sorry, darling, this is not what you want, is it? No, okay, yeah. It's a very minor cut. I think it will be fine, it will be fine. Yeah. Are you happy to come with us to Peterhead maybe to see if they'll have a look at it?
Your head. We're going stairs.
This child had just a small cut to his eyebrow. He hadn't been knocked out, wasn't unconscious. Alert and orientated throughout, so although we didn't get all observations on we wanted, we were quite happy that he was a good colour, he was breathing well.
Just make sure that you get seen by a nurse or doctor for further care.
I'm going to take the stuff out though.
Oh, cheers, I'll go and make this up cool.
Okay, cook. We didn't want to unsettle him further because we had now got him quite stable and he stopped crying and screaming at us, so we just suggested that Mum could take him instead of us.
No, that's okay.
Or would you like to go in an ambulance?
Nowhere. Nowhere.
No, I'll take him,
Yeah, you sure?
So that worked really well, and he's obviously a lot more comfortable with his mum. And just what, just two crazy ladies out the door, didn't
Yeah,
he?
just wanted rid of us. All right, Corey. You're welcome. See you later. Bye-bye.
Some children are quite happy to come over to us and get things done. They watch TV programmes and they're quite happy to use a stethoscope, aren't they? Depends on what age. Is he speaking to you now? Cute. Poor little toot. Right. See if I can get turned.
I'll let you just get turned first.
Susan came to the ambulance service after a few different careers.
I was a sport worker And previous to that, my family had 2 hotels, so I used to help run the hotels. This job isn't much different to the hotel, to be fair. Still picking people off the street. Yes.
I've always been interested in emergency medicine. I've come from a medical background in my family, so I've always been interested in this line of work. I love dealing with people. I love seeing them get better.
You were just a baby when you came?
I was 19 when I joined the job.
You just couldn't understand the locals.
Still can't sometimes.
Proper spring day today.
Aye. Daffies are out.
Daffs are nice, eh? Especially coming in the hike.
Yeah, aye, yep. Absolutely magic. Hike's kind of on the south side of the Scottish borders. I'd say it's semi-rural. That's probably a good description.
The Scottish borders is a beautiful part of the world, and a lot of people retire here. So we've got an elderly population, it's an ageing population, but you do see the full spectrum of patients.
What temperature have we got in your wee thing today?
12.
Aye, not bad, eh?
It's all right. Feels warmer than that.
Aye. I used to work in an electronics factory. It was hard times, and I thought, I need to get out here. And believe it or not, my wife saw an advert in the local paper. So I went for it, and it's the best decision I've ever made in my life.
I used to be a gym manager up in Edinburgh. I just had enough from working 9 to 5. Just recently become a paramedic, and I have to say exactly the same as Gregor. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made. Go home sort of content at the end of the day.
Yep. 999 road activated. Yep.
Today, Colin and Gregor have student paramedic Maya working alongside them.
We've got an amber call, 77-year-old male, sudden onset of dizziness, vomiting, assisted down the stairs, bouncing off the walls. Keeps putting his hands out, feels he's going to fall. Unknown condition, so it could be anything. So, there we go. Take this for the stethoscope. Hello, it's ambulance. Is this the right place?
It is.
Hello, Gordon. Tell me what's happening. Tell us how you're feeling.
I was out last week. I got a Carmel Club, local Carmel Club, and I was out. I come here and I was fine, but I come home with my bed and I felt a wee bit dizzy, but no bad, like.
Okay.
I felt like I was sick.
Yep.
And I just went to bed and was fine. And,
aye. Okay.
But I got up this morning and I woke in early. The next day, everything's just gone round and walking forward. I stand up,
okay.
I can't balance.
Okay, doke.
Really sick.
Yep, all right. Yeah, I saw obviously the bowl there. Eh?
Just like yellow bile.
Right. Yep. I was just ask you, have you had anything like this before, or is this something totally different?
Totally different.
Any pains anywhere? No pains either, eh? Can I just ask you, how do you think his colour is? You'll know him a bit better than me. Fairly normalish. Okay. Can I ask a wee bit?
It's then a process of elimination to figure out exactly what's causing this dizziness and nausea.
Any stomach problems?
I had
a
gallbladder, I think, 6 years ago.
Is that gallbladder? Yep. Okay. Yep.
It could be a low blood pressure, or it could be something a little bit more sinister, something neurological that's going on in the brain. It can signify quite a lot of things.
I'm just wondering things like, have you had any ear infections or?
No, again,
or have you suffered from vertigo? Oh, sorry. Have you suffered from vertigo or anything like that? No, nothing like that.
It's about asking the right questions and digging a bit deeper and looking at your observations to determine what's going on.
Be a sharp scratch.
It's obviously no light gum.
There we go, you can just hold on to that. 6.3.
What we'll do now, I'm just going to do a little fast test on you, okay? Let's see where we go.
A fast test assesses Gordon's face, arms and speech for the most common symptoms of a stroke.
Okay, yeah. Can you give me a big smile? A big smile? Oh, that's more like it. Yeah, and you think he's speaking nice and clearly? Yeah, pretty normal, yeah. It's good to get a second opinion on that. That's it, just put your arms down now. Quite happy with things here. Not all strokes present the same, so again, it's in the back of the mind.
Absolutely.
So you're just trying to process of elimination, basically. But you do get sometimes imbalanced things with strokes as well, when they can be unsteady on their feet, they can have a certain gait when they stand up, they lean forward, lean back, they're just... So yeah, it's just another little indicator that could potentially be stroke related. No real difference.
Gordon is not showing the typical symptoms of a stroke, but the crew can't rule out other serious causes for his dizziness.
What I'm going to try now is, we do a blood pressure standing up, Colin.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
And we'll support you because I know you're quite dizzy, okay? And this is it's just a test again, okay? I just want to see what your mobility is like, how it's affecting you, what your blood pressure's like higher up. Yeah. If that's okay, all right? Okay.
If Gordon's blood pressure drops when he stands up, it could point to a potentially serious cardiovascular or neurological problem.
What? No, that's it. Let's see what you're like.
Take your time.
See that wee moment there? Was it mainly dizziness, or did you feel faint, or?
No, just like a dizziness.
That's exactly what we're looking at.
Do you just feel really, how do you describe it right now?
Shaky and weak.
Yeah, okay, that was quite a significant
yeah,
kind
of. Yeah.
Okay, we're just about there with that blood.
It's 106. Right. That's the one. That's the third one. 162.
Okay, let's have a wee sit down
so
again.
You sit down now. That's all right. You've maintained that blood pressure
well done.
there. So.
That's good.
There we go.
I'm afraid we'll have to get this investigated because I don't think you're very safe at home. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so, 100%.
I think it's worthwhile going to the hospital, find exactly what's going on. We're kind of clutching at straws a wee bit.
Has he reported any pain at all? Have you?
No pains at all. We'll get to the bottom of it. It's well worth getting checked out now. I don't want you falling over. Well, all right. I can see it.
Sometimes you can't define sharply exactly what it is.
Me and Maya will just help you. Have a wee turn towards me if you can. Little small steps, all right? Keep coming right round to me.
It's a process of making sure that you're being more cautious than you would maybe need to be. You can't rule out if you're a stroke.
I'm just putting this round you because we're taking you up the stairs, all right?
But there are other neurological issues that are quite hard to pick up on pre-hospital. So if you're not entirely happy with the way that somebody's presenting and you can't quite put your finger on exactly what's causing it, you're always better to take them into A&E.
Right, you got that.
Thank you.
I'll sort this out.
That's it. Could I just get a bit of tissue? That's good. You go.
Well done, Nate. Good lad.
That's it. Well done. Well done. Got a tissue for you in a second, all right? Take a minute. Take a minute. That's it. That's it. Well done. Well done. It's horrible, horrible feeling, eh?
Would you like a wee drink of water?
Yes, please.
Aye.
Just little sips, so not too much, okay? So we'll take it nice and easy across the road, all right? If you feel like shutting your eyes, please just go how you feel. Maya and myself will be in the back here with you, all right?
Wait, and we'll go nice and easy, Gordon, okay?
Yeah, okay.
You good to go, Gregor?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, excuse me a wee second. I found your lug. Yeah, 36.1. So it's fairly similar to before, eh?
Working with Colin and Gregor, I've felt very lucky. They've both got lots of different approaches to the way that they handle their patients, to the way that they speak to the patients and sort of how they go about their treatment.
Settle things, all that movement, hopefully.
They've been totally keen just to help me improve. They've been anything that I wanted to practice, they've been totally all over it. They've been great, they've been brilliant.
Okay, there we go.
Bump, mate. There we go.
There we are. Maybe just let her in.
Peterhead's a coastal town and we have the largest fishing port in Europe. So there's a lot of boat traffic in and out of here. We do get a lot of wild swimming up around here on the coast.
And you get that all year round. If you do it when it's bad weather, if you're not prepared, I suppose, for the cold. A lot of people aren't prepared for how cold it is, so they don't realise they're actually getting hypothermic before it's too late. They get tired very easily if they're not fit enough to go swimming. So someone's in the water, police don't know if they're deceased or not. Sounds like they might be if they don't know. The police are en route though.
En route, but not on scene?
No, no one's on scene. But someone's seen someone in the water, unknown. It's a very difficult job to deal with generally. But when they're in the water still, it's very difficult just to get to the person to begin with, because we don't have the equipment in a normal ambulance to just go into the water.
999 mode activated.
Doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't.
The call has come in from Fraserburgh, 20 miles up the coast.
The Coast Guard will meet us at the rendezvous.
The Coast Guard
point.
are coming too?
Yeah. So Sort's going. Yeah, Sort's been tasked and the water rescue have been tasked. But Sort's going to be an hour maybe.
Yeah, they will be.
That'll be a while.
Sort's 130 on top.
SORT are the Special Operations Response Team. They tackle major and dangerous incidents.
Would you mind double checking hypothermia on the gel calc for me? The human body can survive 6 minutes, I believe, without oxygen. So if you're submerged for more than 6 minutes, you're already having brain tissue die, already getting lots and lots of issues from that. Because we had no information of if they're in the water or how long they've been there, we just had to prepare for they've been there a long time, or if not, then we had to actually try help them as best we can.
Okay, just to make you all clear, we have updated the locus that we have from the police, resending it to you. The police advise the body is on the rocks near to the above address, and that the access is easier for you getting fitting for their officers.
So that's just trees on the rocks. I'm just thinking the drugs as well. I can't give atropine, I believe, for hypothermia. Would you mind double checking that for me?
But from then we started just double checking medicines that we can and can't give to a drowning hypothermic patient.
We're prepared for the worst.
Yeah, hope for the best.
Yep.
And double check the adrenaline as well. I'm just thinking, it doesn't sound like we will be resuscitating him, but if we are, then I just need to know.
I'm just going to put a stand down to you all. We've just had an update from the police. No ambulance required, no persons in water. It was an inflatable doll, over. Your feet return to the normal focus, over.
Who's been pissing about with an inflatable doll this weekend?
Of all the things.
Oh, thank God for that.
Huge relief.
Thankfully.
Huge relief. I couldn't believe it when I first heard it.
No, we just kind of looked at each other. And
there was a silence. There was a moment of silence. There was a moment of, did I just hear that correctly? But yeah. Honestly, I was trying to think of all my... my drowning, right. Cardiac arrest, right, let's have a look at my drugs, let's have a look at my protocol. what am I doing different? It's a doll. That's the best outcome. That is the best outcome. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome for that.
Who's blow-up doll, however it is?
Well,
I don't know.
Fraserburgh, you just don't know. You just don't know what they do up there, eh? Yeah, well, Sunday morning, isn't it? I don't blew like that fast for a lot of things, Sue.
I know you were doing well.
I was doing like 70, 75, 80 on the straights. Just goes to show.
To work in the ambulance service, you definitely need a sense of humour. We do come across a lot of funny stuff.
What sort of doll are we talking? A Barbie, I think it was.